This is my playthrough. I can't even do it, man.
Oh my god!
This is my playthrough, The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. And this is my best friend, Becky Boo.
Hello. Now hold on a second. Who is this?
It's me, it's Ami.
Hello, Ami. How
Hi.
you doing?
Hi, I'm excellent today, actually. Anyway,
I hate this. I really do. It sounded weird.
Anyway, it's kind of crazy how we already finished up the adventures of the Speckled Band.
Yeah, who would have thought? Like, my goodness, that case was wild, right?
Yeah, right. I had no idea that I was actually going to be the culprit. Anyway,
Right, I know, right?
so
Wait, so are you on episode 3? Ready to start?
yes, I think if you hit X, it'll ask you for confirmation, or does it go right in? I don't remember.
I'ma hit it.
Don't!
Oh! Listen, if you hit it, it's gonna ask you, like, where you want to begin.
Oh! Okay. Yeah, okay, then let's do that.
Since we already beat it.
Yeah.
So.
Wait, are you telling me I already beat it?
I mean, what?
That's crazy. I never played this game before. Alright, so I guess we count down.
Yeah, you gonna count?
Me. 1, 2, 3. Okay, hold on. Now for real, it's 1, 2, 3. Who would have thought you had to hit X again? I didn't know.
Wait.
What?
Nothing.
Are you sure?
I was gonna say, like, if you put it in English, but I know you don't want to do that.
Maybe in like 1.4 I could put it in English. For like one case. I don't want to do it for the rest of the game though.
You'd be like, excuse me.
I don't want to hear little Brit boy Yorinosuke.
Yes! Yes!
Yes! I don't need to hear that. Don't get me wrong, he did a good job, but I don't... It's weird to me since I'm so used to hearing Hiro Shimono.
It's because I feel like the inflection isn't as bold.
No, it definitely made him seem meek, which is fine because Ryunosuke is kind of meek.
He is. But
everything else is fine.
At the same time, he's meek, but also he's very he gets very flustered very easily.
He does. He's kind of bitchy, to be honest.
Where is my anime? That was a baby.
Why don't you make it yourself?
I can't. It's not a team of one.
You just need yourself. You can animate, do the sound effects, the voice acting. All by yourself, man.
The steam locomotives. He's carrying both Susato. I like this music a lot.
It's nice. The horses
What's wrong with animating the horsey legs?
The horses looked a little fucked up, to be honest. Listen, you don't understand. Those horses been through a tragic accident. I can imagine that every now and then a horse would suffer an accident and break its legs in the middle of the road, and there's like nothing they could do.
What would be interesting in the anime is like Susato and him speak Japanese, but when they talk to the man with the carriage, they talk like, you know, kind of like broken English.
Mm-hmm.
Would be
it would be like that, yeah.
Well, Susato would be a little more fluent than I feel Ryunosuke.
Perhaps. I never really thought of that.
I didn't think about. I think Susato, because like it's like Susato and Kazuma kind of like.
Who's Kazuma?
I think Susato and Kazuma would be like, they would like practice together a lot, I guess. Maybe?
Considering like that they were planning on going.
Yeah, and also, I mean, like, Mikotoba also was like over there for a few years as well.
That is true. A few years, huh? Anyway.
Uh-huh.
Are you gonna read the 18th of February?
18th of February, 9:21 a.m. British Supreme Court, Lord Justice, Chief Justice Office. Yeah.
What an incredible place.
What happened to you?
I'm just laughing at you.
No, you're still laughing. It was like really quiet.
Yeah, I was chuckling to myself. I don't know why. I don't know why it tickled me.
It's so imposing. It's almost suffocating.
This place is breathtaking. It looks like a fortress.
Said fortress?
Oh, wait, where's the pendulum traps? Where are the snakes?
There are some stone buildings like this in Japan now, of course. But they're only been built in the few short decades since we opened our borders to the outside world. An authentic example like this has quite a different impact, wouldn't you agree?
No.
Far cry from the wood and paper most of our buildings are constructed from.
It's certainly unfamiliar. But I think there's more to the differences than just construction materials.
Oh
What is this place again?
Strongheart. Come on.
Let me get my big man voice out.
Yeah.
This is Lord Chief Justice's office, Naruhodo-san, in the Supreme Court of Great Britain.
The Lord Chief Justice.
We had instructions to report her at this time, if circumstances were different.
What do you mean?
We were supposed to let the Chief Justice, Lord Chief Justice, know we had arrived from Japan.
But Kazuma can't.
No. So, instead, we are here in a different capacity. As envoys to report the news of Kazuma-sama's death.
Yes.
And having delivered his or her message, an envoy's duty is done.
So, we'd have to return to Japan.
If we want to remain here in Great Britain,
I'd have to take Kazuma's place as the law student selected for the study tour. I thought that was Usato still, my bad.
yes, which means you need to
Requisite.
requisite qualifications as a lawyer.
I mean, she's throwing these big words out here. I feel like she knows. She's very fluent.
Yeah.
As well. She's very smart for her age.
She is smart. She has a good future ahead of her. It's too bad that they try to limit her.
I know. It's kind of sad. The game did her dirty.
That bingo would be perfect.
Yeah, I was thinking of doing Susato, and I know exactly what I would do.
Which is what I've been studying for.
Here in Great Britain, it is as Lord Chief Justice who appoints lawyers. Though that's the second reason why we're here, to have you officially recognized as a lawyer. It's the only way that we'll be able to remain here in London.
Becky, I was thinking about something and I didn't press X, but it's okay. I'm here now. I hope I'm up to scratch.
Just dissociated.
I definitely did. I was sitting there thinking about something completely different. You don't even need to worry. Stop.
No. Let me know.
No. Who is this? Wasn't this Guregu-san? Somebody else was in this office with Strongheart. I don't remember who it was.
It looks like I'm gonna have to be like two different people.
Oh, good morning.
No voice for us.
Sorry for keeping
good
you.
morning. Sorry for keeping you. Ba ba ba.
Oh no, it is him. Man, what a sight for sore eyes, huh? I've seen a lot of you on archiveofourown.com. Oh,
I trust you aren't too exhausted from your long voyage from Japan.
Becky, he's not coughing enough.
I don't know what voice to him.
He's not coughing enough.
I'm an hour, 12 minutes, and 47 seconds late. My apologies.
Oh, no, don't mention it. We're never happier than when we're standing around with nothing much to do.
How fortunate.
You are ping?
So, introductions. I am Mel Strongheart, Chief Justice of the British Empire.
He doesn't sound like
That's
that.
the voice. Yes! I've got it.
I feel like a little mouse on an elephant's foot.
Excuse me?
Chinosuke!
Come on, Mr. Naruhodo. Don't be a mouse.
Oh, it's an honor to meet you, Lord Chief Justice Strongheart. I'm Ryunosuke Naruhodo from the Empire of Japan.
Well, Mr. Naruhodo.
Naruhodo.
Welcome to London, the capital of our glorious British Empire.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, oh my god. Oh, okay. I'm going to present to him my armband.
Okay.
Lord Strongheart, may I show you this?
To accept this item, issue a receipt, examine it thoroughly, and make a formal statement of my findings. Would require something in the region of 24 seconds of my time.
Sorry?
Does the item warrant 24 seconds of my time, Mr. Naruhodo?
Let's leave it for now. He's right. Honestly, at this point in my life, if somebody handed me something, I'd be like, is it worth looking at? I'll talk to him. I don't need to look at his office. I don't think there's any achievements. Let's talk about London. You know, Strongheart, I'm very surprised that nobody's thrown acid at me yet.
So, what are your impressions of our capital so far? How do you like London?
Oh, help! I've been so nervous ever since I got here that I can't remember a single thing about the city.
It's simply splendid, isn't it, Mr. Naruhodo?
Oh.
We had a wonderful view of some of the London streets from the carriage on the way here from the station. Everything is so impressive and grand. I must say, I almost lost for words.
Going from that voice to this voice is jarring. I'm glad to hear you like it. The city boasts tramways, piped waters and grass, even cables supplying electricity. We spearhead every revolutionary new technology in the world. Every visitor to London is astounded.
Oh yes, astounded is the word.
Thanks for saving me there, Susato-san.
And everyone seems so jolly and full of vigor.
Vinegar.
Yes. There's much excitement about the upcoming grand exhibition we will be hosting in
They've been
London.
hyping up this the great exhibition for like years and years and years.
Mm-hmm. And then we just come along and it's about to happen?
Right? Great exhibition? About to slap me with that
Cultural
cane.
and technological achievements from around the globe are to be exhibited here in our great city. It will be the greatest spectacle of its kind in history, and will make Paris's World Fair look like a toy shop.
Gosh, I can hardly imagine how magnificent it's going to be.
Great Britain's capital city is nothing but magnificent. London is the center of the modern world.
Even if you do say so yourself.
The sun will never set on our great empire. Perhaps it is fate that, in these progressive times, we welcome visitors from the land of the rising sun.
Oh, okay, he's done. Alright, law student.
Wait, I have to... My arm is seepy.
Oh my god. Don't you put anything on it?
I have. It just keeps going. Okay, I'm good.
Lord Chief Justice. I think you were expecting a student of law for this study tour, weren't you?
Absolutely. A Mr. Kazuma Sogi, if my memory serves.
That's right.
The British government has already been telegraphed a full report on the situation. I understand the young man lost his life aboard the steamship bound for our shores.
That's amazing. The news reached him before we could, before he even arrived.
My country naturally extends its deepest condolences to yours.
Oh, thank you.
And you are honored you honored this appointment specifically to inform me of the news?
Yes. We are here in the capacity of envoys from Japan to report the sad news in person.
They tell me you Japanese are a people of protocol and courtesy, and I see that it's true. And it is with some regret that I must inform you that the death of the young lawyer means this study tour arrangement can no longer proceed.
If you would just hear me out, Lord Strongheart.
Man, Ryunosuke does not say anything. He doesn't say anything. He's like so quiet in this scene.
I know Susato's keeping strong because Susato's known him, Kazuma more than, Ryunosuke, and she's like over here like leading.
Yeah.
Even though like she probably breaks down and cries.
Right.
Off screen.
Poor Susato.
Mm-hmm. What do you have to say, madam?
It's about the study tour. Mr. Naruhodo here would like to make a proposal.
I don't know if he said that, but like...
That was Susato.
Okay.
Would like to make a proposal.
Would he know? Well, Mr. Naruhodo?
Like both looking at him. Mm-hmm. This is it,
well,
then.
I like how Strongheart's looking down. And she's just looking across.
It looks like she's looking up a little bit.
Just a bit, yeah, because it's like where she is her height. She would be looking up. Strongheart would be looking down because he's taller. And I like that, just little details like that. Right.
Ryunosuke craning his head out. This is it then. The moment of truth. Oh, okay. Alright, hold on. I gotta press X first. The thing is, Lord Justice, Lord Strongheart, I was wondering if you would perhaps consider allowing the study tour to go ahead?
Don't misunderstand me. Britain would ideally like to see the tour go ahead. But without a lawyer from your country, there's nothing to be done.
Well, in that case, what if there was someone else? Another lawyer from Japan, I mean. It's kind of fucked up, boy.
Wait, somebody texted me. Hold on.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. It's my Chinosuke and Yasogi
plushies got shipped, okay? They're coming home soon.
The boys are coming home.
They are. I remember the technical difficulties I had getting them, but I contacted the artist, and they actually did it for me, and I just had to pay them an invoice. And I was like, oh, they're so nice and helping me out. Because I couldn't do it. I don't know why I would always get an error, and I don't know why. But they're like, oh, I can place it for you, and I was like, oh, thanks.
That's nice.
Yeah. I was like, I want to support you. I do. I want to support this project, please. Okay. I was just like, who texted me this? I was like, because I saw it was like a regular number, right? Mm-hmm. And I was just like, huh? It wasn't just like a spam kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, I got a text today. They're like, hey.
Is there something I don't know? Only a single lawyer was invited to Great Britain from your country, and that was Mr. Soki. At least, that is what I've been led to understand.
Well, the thing is, this really isn't going well at all. I just can't seem to find the right words to say to this man.
I mean, this man... Ryunosuke, oh poor Ryunosuke. He's like, oh, he's a mess right now.
Can't imagine he's never dealt with a guy like this. Yeah. He'll have another one soon.
Mr. Naruhodo!
I could ruin things here if I'm not careful. What am I gonna say?
He's in shambles right now, actually.
If there's someone else from Japan who could be described as a lawyer, it's... Hold on. Should I choose otherwise?
I'm curious if you choose otherwise. I don't remember if I did it or not.
I'm gonna say Susato. It's Miss Susato. Is this one over here? It's not me.
Okay.
It could probably be... Yes! Miss Susato! It's a mod check.
An unusual introduction. But I presume you mean this charming lady beside you. You're a lawyer, are you?
That look she's giving me. After all the days of hard work she put in to help me study. I can't let her down now.
I like how she stayed absolutely quiet.
She wasn't gonna play along with this. I think that's quite enough joking, don't you, Lord Strongheart? My real answer is, it's me. I can do it.
Susato just gave me, like, the freaking, like, you know, Mikotoba stare down, and he's like, oh,
sorry.
Is that so?
I mean, I don't actually have any qualifications as such, but...
No qualifications, you say, and yet you still claim to be a lawyer?
I've acted as a lawyer in court before. Only once as it happens. And I had Kazuma to help me, and I was the accused. But glossing over the details... Oops. I've been spending every spare moment on the journey here to Great Britain studying. I've learned all about British law and court proceedings while I was aboard the SS Buria. Buria?
The voyage from Japan is some 50 days, I believe. Not what you might call a full education. To be quite I'm a qualified lawyer here in Britain.
Are you good, strong, or is this something you need?
Not only do you need a university degree in law, you must also complete several years of training.
I realize it's far too short a period of time. But I can't just go back to Japan. Kazuma... Mr. Asogi's journey had only just begun. Coming here on the study tour was all he thought about. I have to carry on and do everything he planned to do. Ooh, everything, huh? I know it must sound like I have an overly inflated opinion of myself, but I would do anything to prove that I have what it takes. Any test you care to set me. Just one chance. That's all I'm asking for. Please,
31 seconds.
Sorry?
Your opening statement here, Mr. Nuttall. It was 31 seconds long. Not too brief, not too, protracted. A perfectly judged appeal, I would say. Which is a skill that would stand you in a good stead as a lawyer.
I think Strongheart pulls the pocket watch out of his pants. Like, from the front. Oh, thanks!
Sweaty ball pocket watch.
It's like getting boob money.
So you're willing to put these words into trial, are you? Well, I'm all for entertainment.
Huh?
But let me ask you one thing first, sir.
Yes? Oh, there it is.
You say you intend to do everything Mr. Asogi planned to do. Are you firmly set on that path?
Kazuma was set on, like, sleeping his way to the top, so if Ryunosuke has to do that, then so be it. Well, yes, that's my intention.
I see.
Am I imagining things? Or did his expression just alter a fraction there all of a sudden?
Oh boy.
Mm.
Thinking about all the...
I was gonna say, AO3 taught me a lot about Lord Strongheart, I'll tell you what.
Yep. Very well. You have your wish. I'll give you a chance. A test to become a specifically certified lawyer. Especially? There you go. Whether you pass or fail is entirely down to you.
Really? Oh. Let's press X on that real quick. So, what form will the test take exactly?
Tell me, Mr. Naruhodo, what do you consider the role of a lawyer to be?
Well, defending people, of course.
Well said. So, let's have you defend someone.
God, the room got finally a little bit of quiet now that that theme went away. Huh?
Your timing is perfect, in fact. There's an apt trial about to begin later today. No advocate has been appointed for the defense as yet, so this would be welcome news.
Today?
Straight away?
If you manage to secure a verdict of not guilty, you'll have passed my test. You could be... What could be simpler?
He's really cranking that thing he took out of his pants.
I don't know, it's like, stop.
Ugh, how do I get myself in these situations?
Well, could I ask, what sort of trial is it, Lord Strongheart?
Moida.
Yes, good question. Ah, I remember.
Stop fiddling with your damn watch. Thanks.
It's a murder trial.
A murder?
An extremely simple case, I understand. You really can't lose.
That's easy to say.
But I should mention, just in case, if the defense is found guilty, you will of course be sentenced to capital punishment.
Capital punishment? He'll be put to death?
There in Great Britain, murderers are sent to the gallows without exception. Presumably, you read that much in your short C-based introduction to British law?
We can't possibly agree to such a test. We would be toying with a man's life.
You ever notice you can see
Lord Chief
Susato's
Justice,
collarbone?
And I've decided to accept it.
But you can't do that, can you?
There's no need to overcomplicate this. All you have to do is ensure that you don't lose.
So, the defendant may live or die depending on how well I perform in court? If I lose, he'll be hanged.
Mr. Naruhodo, you've come to be charming, come to be claimed to be a lawyer.
Charming.
If you want me to take you seriously, you need to prove you're willing to do a lawyer's job. And you say you intend to see through the will of your
compatriot. Yeah.
Mr. Sogi. I would like to understand just how far you're willing to go in order to make that happen.
He's testing my resolve.
What's the matter? You've fallen silent. I'm sorry, but time is pressing. Trial begins shortly. I need an answer from you now. What's it to be?
What do I say? Do I agree to this absurd test? I'll do it.
I will do it.
I'm gonna do it. Alright then. If I had to give you a decision now, my answer is... I can't do it. I can't get the words out. So quick. Let me read.
15 seconds. Your decision-making skills work if you want to be a lawyer. That was too slow. So, it says, I expect it, is it?
Sorry?
You have noble intentions, but lack the resolve to see them through. The test is cancelled. Thank you for stopping by.
Get out.
Go and acquire your ticket for passage back to the east tomorrow. This conversation is over.
Yes, Lord Strongheart.
Yes,
Thank
King.
Yes, Daddy. Thank you, Daddy. Thank you for offering me a chance.
Mr. Naruhodo.
I'm sorry, Miss Susato, but what could I do?
It's alright. I understand.
You do?
It's not an easy decision to make whether to defend a man in these circumstances. But resolve has absolutely nothing to do with it.
She's right, because that's the next game. This one's adventures.
What are you trying to say, madam?
I think what Miss Susato means is that no matter how badly I'd like to be recognized as a lawyer and stay here in Great Britain, to risk another man's life by treating his one and only chance at a trial so trivially be utterly unforgivable, and I feel exactly the same way. I'm sure the defendant won't see this trial as a test, as some kind of experiment. A lawyer may fight for his clients in court day after day, but for each one of those clients, the particular day they stand at the dock may be the only chance they have to fight to prove their innocence. No, I was wrong. I'm not qualified to do that job yet. I'm sorry for wasting your precious time, Lord Chief Justice. I almost said chef, okay?
Wait, Mr. Naruhodo.
Oh. Anything else?
It's approximately 20 minutes by carriage to the Old Bailey from here. If you leave immediately, you should still be there in time.
But I just said that.
I was quite serious in what I told you. The defendant in this case has literally no one to advocate for him.
What? I forgot to read the what. I don't know what's going on with me.
At this point, he can't hope to find anyone to represent him. The trial will begin without a defense. And if that happens, there's only one possible outcome. He will receive the most severe sentence the judge can pass down.
Oh wow, that's fucked up. But that's awful.
But that is the truth.
Why does it have to be like this?
Please don't expect an answer to every question. The cold, hard truth of the matter is that there is only one person now with a chance to save this man from a very miserable end. This is kind of manipulative, actually.
Oh yeah, for real. No kidding.
He's like, you don't want to take this job. This man will die, and it's kind of going to be your fault. He has no defense. It's
Kind of fucked up if you think about it. He doesn't even tell you why no one wants to defend him, or like who he is even.
That's what I'm saying. It's being manipulative. Yeah. Like, it's kind of fucked up. You don't want to help him. I don't understand.
You could do it. You could go back to Japan. I'm just saying, his blood is on our hands.
Is you?
Me? I'm really his only hope.
No, that's manipulative as fuck.
This
is a red flag, and I didn't catch on to it.
What do you mean? Strongheart's such a cool, funny guy.
So, what do you say now, madam?
Madam?
Me? What do you mean, Lord Strongheart?
Long?
You can say that again. I see a lot of that too on the internet.
You said it wasn't an easy decision to choose whether to defend a man in these circumstances, and I agree. But in your estimation, it is purely and simply a matter of resolve.
Oh God, I went into the court record by accident.
Our time is up here. I have a meeting to attend. I must leave in 2 minutes and 16 seconds.
You got time to chat?
So, venture into our great city and enjoy yourselves.
Okay.
I like how he bounces. Like he says you.
He's gone.
He's gone.
I want to see a Susato mod check.
Wait, Susato's eyes like twitching. Do you see that?
It is. I think that's the sprite they use when she's like, you know the sprite when she's like teary-eyed. I think that's the sprite they're using for her.
So I said he's gone.
The Old Bailey.
I like how he like pushed it on you. Like, you have to go or this man's gonna die. Oh, it's like 20 minutes from here, actually. If you go now, you can still save him. He's gonna die, though.
He's gonna die, just saying. Dang, those nights kind of thick back there.
If we're going to do this, Mr. Naruhodo, we must leave at once.
Oh, okay. Alright, we're leaving.
Do you want to leave or converse with her?
I don't think...
it's just what to do. It's just what to do.
I know how these games go. It's always what to do. I'm gonna show her Kazuma's headband.
Oh, I left it.
Miss Susato, can I just ask you something? She poses up in the Susato toss. She says, careful from this. I know you did. I'm telling you what's happening. And she says, careful from this position. I can perform a Susato takedown in an instant. I know, Rinosuke says. Mr. Naruhodo, you heard Lord Strongheart. The trial starts imminently. If I need to throw you, I will. You could just say, I think we should hurry to the courtroom. If you need to ask me anything, it had better wait until we're at the Old Bailey. There. I got you.
18th of February, 9:45 a.m. The Old Bailey, defendant's antechamber.
It's pronounced February. Thank you.
February.
The Old Bailey music. Magnifique.
Hey, good to be McGilder.
No, just the voice to use for him.
Oh my god, I could.
I sent you a very important message online, by the way. Don't talk about it, but just you can look at it if you want.
Hold on.
I had to at least tell you because it happened twice.
Avi, it's so funny. Avi, it's gonna happen real soon.
That's what I was thinking about it.
Also, no, you're thinking about it. Also, I was like, I get the voice.
Alcoholics
voice I wanna give him.
Anonymous.
This voice him drunkily.
No!
No, just kidding.
Oh, thank goodness we're in time. There's still 15 minutes until the trial.
I never knew a horse-drawn carriage could go so fast. I thought my teeth were going to run loose.
Did you hear what I said to the driver when we climbed aboard? Get us to our destination in 5 minutes, driver, and there's a guinea in it for you.
Ah, yes.
It's one of my favorite lines from the Herlock Sholmes stories, and it worked quite perfectly.
I'm not so sure why you're so pleased. I thought we were going to die and we had to pay gold for the privilege.
Susato, you just said that you're gonna give him extra money.
Literally his own money. He hates spending money. It's so funny.
Well, at least we arrived here before the trial started.
Yes, I suppose there's that.
Anyway, I don't understand it. The court clerk said the defendant should be here, but there's no sign of him at all.
Maybe look to your left, Ryunosuke. Jesus. So,
He just looks to the right.
So, this is the Old Bailey. Even this room for defendants to wait in is grand. Yeah, how are you gonna be like, I don't know where this person is? You just look to your right? Like...
Are you alright, Mr. Nadaoba?
Technically, yes. I'm feeling tense, that's all. This place gives me the same sense of foreboding that I remember from the Supreme Court in Japan. An oppressive air, almost as if the building itself is gonna crush whoever is about to be sentenced. It feels like only yesterday that I was the one about to be crushed.
Yes. Whoever the man you're defending is, I imagine he's feeling very lonely at this moment.
Okay, I'm not doing. I don't speak Irish. That's
Good morning to you, madam.
It's hello.
I just want to read that. There you go. I'm done. I introduced him. There you go.
Oh, wait a minute. His dialogue is written differently than the voice I had in mind. I'll figure it out. Whatever. Okay.
I just think of Sean. That's all I can say.
It's not. I'm not doing that. It's not gonna happen.
I know. I tried, and then they kept getting different accent, and I'm like, I can't do it actually.
What are you doing following me here?
I started giving him a freaking Jersey. I started giving him a Jersey accent.
Might as well. Might as well. Sorry? Would you look at those expressionless faces? From the East, are yous? We're from Japan. Ah, Japan is it? Right, say no more. He just sounds like a guy. He's a funny little guy, okay?
Where's this music? There it is.
So, how much do yous need? No, we're just here because... Man, this guy in one piece, huh? No need to explain, fella. I've been there myself, so I have. No place to go, nothing to eat, barely a penny to your name, and all the while in a strange, faraway land. Well, actually, we haven't found a place to stay yet, no.
We sleeping on the streets, boy. Actually, it's only our first day.
I fell asleep in the corner over there.
What's this JoJo pose?
He's showing off his bling. Oh, let me start by giving you 1,000 guineas. Say nothing now.
1,000 guineas?
I was rubbing my eye.
Please, Mr. Sato, you don't have to shout.
But 1,000 guineas is... It's enough to build an entire mansion in the most prestigious area of Tokyo.
What? 'Tis nothing to me at all. I like to ensure I have sufficient funds to weather a rainy day, you see. I've had enough wealth to buy the city of London 2 or 3 times over. Could that much rain even fall in one day? Well, even so, we couldn't possibly accept such a large sum of money. hit me in the eye! Ah! Don't get me wrong, Phil. I'm not giving it to you for no strings attached. I'll be wanting you to do something for me. Oh? Hold on, I gotta scratch my ear. To be honest, it's just a little embarrassing. Oh god. My earphone. The trial that's about to begin, you see, is for me good old self here. I'll be in the dock. So now, what I want you to do is come along with me and stand there beside me. Officially, you'd be my lawyer, but that's just a little detail now. Oh, well, the thing is... Don't worry about a thing. All you have to do is stand up there next to me. Nothing more. Otherwise, you see... The trial's gonna start without me having any kind of representation at all. So it was true. Lord Chief Justice wasn't just making it all up.
I'm terribly sorry to have to ask, but does that mean you're the defendant in this trial?
Blustering blazes. Do you not know who I am? Me? One of London's biggest names? No. Sorry. We've only just arrived in the city, you see. What if I gave him that ugly voice I did earlier? I see. I suppose it isn't altogether impossible. Well, just next to Hyde Park there in the center of London is another beautiful park. Sorry, a park? What? Tis called McGilded Park, full of blossoming flowers in the spring and singing birds and whatnot. I donated it to the city, so I did.
An entire park? In central London?
The city of smiles, that's my vision for London. There's nothing Magnus McGilded wouldn't do for the city and its queer old people.
Nothing.
Oh, we nothing out here.
No,
that's amazing.
Listen, I mean, okay, I'm sorry. Your little visions of Barrock in your mind. He's coming, but you need to like
stop. You can't just tell everybody that.
You need to calm down right now. Right now.
You're disgusting.
No, you're disgusting. Go over here.
I wasn't even. I didn't even. Those two visions weren't at all close in my mind. That's you making shit up, okay?
Nah, I don't know. You're in big denial over here, getting a little toasty.
That's amazing. I mean, really extraordinary. Ugh, but now they've got the gall to say I'm a good-for-nothing criminal. Me, Magnus McGilded. What is the matter with the London police, I ask you? Alright, don't pass out.
Mr. Nadahodo, perhaps now would be a good time to introduce ourselves while the gentleman catches his breath.
Good idea. Mr. McGilded, the thing is, we're actually here in London to study British law. We're law students on a study tour from Japan, you see. So, if you don't have a lawyer for the trial yet, and you'd be happy to put yourself in our hands, we'll do our best. What was I have to say, you daft Egypt? I've given you 1,000 guineas to stand up there next to me, haven't I? Well, yes, but I wasn't really offering to just stand up there next to you.
This gets back to me and I was like, oh.
This top 10 customer service moments, like trying to talk and it's like...
Exactly.
Like, okay, but, like, I'm literally trying to help you. Oh, I think I see what's going on here. Sorry? I know what you're thinking. This Chancellor fella claims to have more money than the Queen. But if that's true, why the Blazers can't he hire the finest lawyer in all of England? Because he did it. That's the only explanation. Well? Oh, well!
I forgot.
I'm gonna say not all. Listen, I trust him. Okay? I trust him. I said not at all. Not at all. Although it's a little strange, to be honest. Why you don't have a lawyer, I mean.
Sus.
No, there he
You're
is.
such a good person. Where's your lawyer? Uh-oh.
Calm
Calm down. You're crazy. Stop. Ami, you need to settle down.
I'm not even joking.
Contain
I'm literally.
yourself. Contain
That would be the
your
fault
lady-
of the Reaper.
Contain your little lady boner over here, okay? Alright? Yeah. I got you.
What are we in 2006? Why did you say that to me? What the fuck? Sorry? Did he just say Reaper? I don't even know what to say. You know what? We're not gonna talk about this anymore. Alright?
What?
The group for the Bailey. Lord Barrock Van Zeeks, he's the prosecutor.
Oh, saying his name, you're trembling. Ooh. The prosecutor is the Grim Reaper?
He's just like Blur before my shows. Shut up! It's you, Becky. You're the.
I'm not doing anything. What are you talking about?
You're adding more.
I'm completely normal about this, man. I don't know what's wrong.
Sis, but DGS 2-3 is gonna get Becky losing her mind. Alright. Van Zeek stands with the prosecution. They call the accused his. Oh, yeah, they. Doesn't he call them that? Whatever. Call the accused his sacrificial lambs. Nani? And to
Tommy
this day,
wishes that was her.
I don't. In every trial in which he's been the prosecutor, he accuses me. What? Nani? So it's reached the desperate situation where there's no one willing to stand in defense against the fella at all. You could say he's a living legend of the Old Bailey. He sounds fucked up.
Goodness, Lord Barrock Van Zeeks. He must be an exceptionally talented prosecutor then.
He's not, he's ugly as shit. Talented isn't the word you're looking for, madam. It's cursed. Cursed? What on earth?
The defense is summoned, and his doubts. Please make your way into the courtroom. The trial is about to begin.
His counsel. That would be me! Oh! 'Tis time! Well then, fella, don't let me down! But I don't know anything about the case. You haven't told me what happened.
Well,
Until you showed your face here, I'd made up my mind, so I had. Sorry. I decided I'd have to defend myself in there.
oh my
How
god.
would that have worked? Good thing you made an appearance, a student of law, wouldn't you know? There's no accident, I can assure you of that. Oops! Oh, 'tis fate. So, don't get cold defeat now, please. My, Miss Nautica made a noise and I looked over at her. Fat-fingered the X button. I literally know nothing about the case. Or this man who stands accused. In fact, the only thing I do know is that I can't just turn my back on him. He got a... What's that noise, Becky? What's that?
What noise?
It sounded a little suspicious, a little meaty.
Wait, what? What are you talking about?
It's just a noise. I don't know. It sounded like you were messing with something.
I was scratching my chest.
Oh, okay. Uh-huh.
Yeah. That's it.
Mr. Naruhodo.
A man has no one. He'll have to stand alone in that courtroom armed with nothing to defend himself. Something that Cosmo would have never allowed to happen.
Counsel for the defense, what are you doing?
We're talking.
Wait for the first round to lose his roast.
What did he say?
What did he say?
I'll be right there.
She nodded. I thought she spoke.
I'll be right there. It's happening then. My first trial in a British court. I hope you're watching over me, Kazuma. I'm just laughing over the voice, Becky. He's not even. You're baiting this out of me. You're literally trying to bait me not acting normal.
Are you normal? Are you normal?
Because I have no idea how I'm gonna manage this. Stop! It's not funny, Ryunosuke, Becky. It's not funny.
Why'd you say Ryunosuke, Becky?
Because he said, I don't know how I'm gonna get through this. Like, okay? How do you think I feel?
He's coming on me. He's coming.
There's a lot of fire in this room.
Paying attention to stuff that I mean. 18th of February. 10 a.m. the Old Bailey courtroom.
This is so shitty.
He's not even here, Robbie.
He's not. I know he's not here. This is the highest court. It's not. It sounds like. So you're gonna make those noises, but you're gonna be like, "Are you normal? Are you normal? Are you normal?" So this is the highest court in Britain. Hey, that guy with the knife is looking at me.
I know he's looking over here.
So this is the highest court in Great Britain, Old Bailey. The centuries. When I first played the game, I thought Ryunosuke was saying this in his mind, but he's actually saying it out loud. I didn't know he was.
Yeah, I see his mouth moving. I was like, okay.
The centuries of history in this place is so palpable, isn't it? It's so different from the Supreme Court in Japan, which you've never been into, Susato, so you wouldn't know.
It feels both imposing and serene at the same time. The atmosphere almost makes words redundant. Just?
I was coughing a little bit. I took a drink and I coughed and I just look up and see titty.
I know, it's like right there.
Whatever the country,
determining a person's guilt or innocence is always a solemn affair.
Do you need help with that?
May I say something, Mr. Naruhodo?
Oh!
Oh my god!
Oh! Yes! What? You're like straining. You're straining in that shirt, Mr. Naruhodo.
There he goes again.
Your eyes look ready to pop out of your head again.
I know, but I just can't help it. Fuck! There he is, the judge! It's him! They hate him.
In the name of Her Majesty.
Wait, Becky.
I hereby. Yes, so.
Just go. Just keep going.
We haven't answered the trial. I'm dying. In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare the court in session. We are here to state the time of the guilt of innocent.
I think the judge had a bit too much to eat this morning.
Mr. McGagger.
Stop! That's enough.
Time of the guilt of innocent, Mr. McGagger.
I don't even know where I'm at. I don't know where the dialogue's supposed to be.
Mr. Magnus McGill, I now call upon the counsel for the prosecution defense. The willingness to proceed.
Oh, we're willing, alright.
I don't know what voice to give him. Hold on.
Oops, hold on.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I don't know what voice to give him.
Make it sound like a fuckboy.
Mm-mm. No. I don't know a voice. So they give him like an actual Dracula accent? Like, you know.
Do not make him sound
not-
like Dracula Daily. Don't.
But the prosecution is fully prepared.
You know, some people think he's Dutch. Do you know how to do a Dutch accent?
I don't?
That must be the Reaper of the Bailey.
How would you do it? How would you do a Dutch?
I don't know. Do I look Dutch?
Okay, but why are you asking me like I am?
Hold on.
You asked me, and I'm like, how do I know?
No, I'm asking Google. I'm asking Google. How do you, where's Dutch?
Hello.
Hello.
No.
How are you? Say how are you. Do it.
Hello, how are you?
Okay, I mean...
You don't...
Hello, how are you?
That's unnecessary. You don't have to.
It is. I just don't know what voice to give him.
Just talk normally and see what happens. That's what I did. He's just some guy. He's a little blorbo.
Gotcha.
He really does look fully prepared to dispatch his next victim to the underworld. Oh lord.
Counsel for the French. You appear to be Eastern. Do you speak English?
Huh? Oh, yes, of course. Sorry. That's like a microaggression. Like, do these guys speak English? Like, but he asked if the defense was ready, and I couldn't be further from ready if I tried. Jesus.
Anyways.
Oh my god. Why is he starting out like? I forgot he started out literally like that. Hello?
I have to say the cursed word I do now.
Yeah, it's your turn to be racist. Thank
I
you.
get to be racist. Those eyes please me, Nipponese.
Mod check?
They shroud your fear, your doubt, your trepidation.
This
They
might
run
be
wild,
making
leading to
words
some
up, huh?
phantom notion of courage. The quintessential look of a sacrificial lamb.
He said, "You look r/breedable."
Oh wait, I remember the voice.
Okay. A cold shiver ran down my spine all the way to the tips of my toes. He fell asleep. Please.
No, Mr. McGill.
He's gonna die. It's all that smoke inhalation for the fire. Yes, my lord.
Uka
Is free.
This cannot breathe.
You have to do it when that scene happened.
You started accused of murder.
This man's gonna die like tonight.
I can't believe it. You can visit in the gas.
Is he out of breath? What is he doing?
I'm asking because I'm out of breath. Are you quite sure you wish to entrust to the French?
I'm sorry, did you say... As I've always said, my lord, 'tis a grand thing to give opportunities to the young. Even if the fella's a student from some little island off in the Far East. Is it not the British way to ignore the dangers to yourself and give those less fortunate a fair chance? Microaggression?
Let's go.
I like to think that acts of chivalry do the great British Empire proud. Not to mention the racism. Let's go! Yes! Woo! Mother, please, when we go and play at Miggledy Park.
It seems as though everyone in the public gallery is firmly behind Mr. McGilded.
That's definitely welcome news. And he has
Okay,
a way
but why
to
doesn't he
work.
have a defense? That's sus.
It's because the guy right across from you in the prosecutor stands there. Everyone's scared of him.
Aha.
I'm surprised he couldn't convince anyone to defend him.
Put Mr. McGilded and most lovely said, hold on, I can't read sentiments. No. Ladies and gentlemen of the generation, I remember you. There are 6 members of the public have been distracted. Very impartiality. Are you ready to proceed?
They're gonna have to replace his batteries. Yes, my lord, if the task is to send rotters to the gallows where they belong, I'm more than ready.
At the mine.
At the miner.
The manor. His lordship always says he would dispose of rubbish properly. Naturally, I agree.
Any criminals here will soon be wishing they never set eyes on me.
I guess you have to be the lady next, because I was her last time, too.
What?
I was her, remember? Oh, she didn't say
Okay.
anything. Anyways, I'll be this man. Because remember, I was the old lady, I was the telegrapher, I was the man with the knife, remember?
Oh, true.
I feel you.
Okay. Oh, don't mind me, my dears. I'll just be getting on with my knitting. Must finish these mitts for my grandson.
Ah, Mr. Naho, these people are...
The jury, yes. There's something that we don't have in Japan yet.
That's right. I've only ever read about it. Here in Great Britain, the court's final verdict depends on the opinions of 6 jurors. The judge passes sentence according to the law, but the jurors determine guilt based on a common sense. The defendant is ultimately judged from 2 completely different points of view.
But how exactly do the jurors give their verdicts?
That I don't know, but I'm sure it will become clear as the trial progresses.
Yes.
Prosecutor vengeance. My lord. It's become a number of years since you hear the courtroom. I thought you'd renounce your fame.
No, I've
I
just been
noticed.
crying in my room by myself.
My lord. Family. Infamy.
Infamy?
Infamy. I can't.
He's trying to read a script, but he can't remember, so he's thinking.
Let's say. My eyes are closed. But yes, 5 years have passed since I last spread my wings in this capacity.
Okay.
What brings you back?
Is this the time to
The
be...
change of circumstances of which the court should be aware. I leave that to your imagination, my lord.
Yeah, he's a pretty cool guy. So, the Reaper has been out of action for 5 years. Why did he have to choose today of all days to make a comeback?
Don't lose heart, Mr. Nadahodo.
As you wish, sir. The court nevertheless becomes your return. Welcome to return. Now then, opening statements,
I think?
Oh,
You're the
sorry.
judge!
See? Okay, see, the judge doesn't know what's happening, so that's so rude. He's losing it. A summary of the case, if you please. Certainly, my lord. As your lordship, I is aware. This is a case
The
of
wine's not even out yet, man. What's wrong with you?
simplicity.
We must be the only ones here who aren't aware. Man. He's a pretty cool guy.
Place in the late evening. 3 days passed. The hour has some minutes left until. The victim was a murder. I can't read. Hold on. The victim was a
Victim was a murder. I mean, yeah.
The victim was a maker of building bricks known as the thrice fried police. Or you can also say bacon.
Oh.
But I'm not. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. He's dead.
Sorry. Thrice?
I said don't laugh.
I like the idea of making a joke at the victim's expense and be like, don't laugh, it's very disrespectful.
It was a very accomplished person. The bricks he fried.
Fired?
Almost. Fired, my bad. I was thinking about bacon.
I had that for
I'm sorry, I'm kind of hungry.
Again?
I hope we get out of here before 3. We're said to be almost indestructible. Wait, what happened to my voice?
I don't know, Becky.
The victim's corpse was discovered in the bus in service on the streets of London. A dagger that had been thrust into the victim's abdomen is believed to be the ultimate cause of death. Here is the autopsy report from the Investigating Medical Office of Scotland Yard. Thank you, guys. I shall accept that and the photograph as evidence.
Yeah, that's a Brisbane to the gold record.
Report prepared by the Scotland Yard Court that gives the cause of death as internal hemorrhaging as a result of a single stab to the abdomen.
Oh my god. Photograph of the victim taken on the omnibus. The knife in his abdomen is clearly visible, but his face is partially obscured from view by an old crooked hat.
And now further items of evidence. The prosecution wishes to submit these as well.
His little gloves.
And those are... Good lord! Is that blood, counsel? Yes, my lord. I'm gonna read like Wesker, hold on.
Wesker!
Seen by the policeman who arrived at the scene.
Might as well be Wesker.
These poor soaked gloves were taken from the hands of the accused.
He looks so melancholy when he looks up.
Right.
In a normal way. By the way, I'm just pointing that out. What? Mr. McGilded's gloves had blood on them?
Yes, I will accept those as evidence as well.
The fence says the gloves have been entered into the court record.
How did I get into this? I'm backed into a corner before I even started.
Continuing. According to the driver of the omnibus, there were only 2 passengers traveling inside the vehicle at the time.
Only 2?
Obviously, one of those passengers was the deceased brickmaker, Mr. Mason. The other were the accused Magnus McGill. Sorry, what?
Excuse me.
Well, rather damning circumstances to say the least. Defendant, what say you?
Well, of course I have no recollection of such a thing. Mr. McGilded! To be sure, I ruled the omnibus that evening, but whenever I'm in a carriage, I'm taken with a fierce tiredness, and I always succumb to it.
Are you claiming to have been asleep?
'Tis the motion of the carriage, my lord. Lilting, so it is. And when I opened my eyes again, there was a desperate sight before me. The body of a man I'd never laid eyes on before in me life. Now I ask you, what good-hearted soul wouldn't rush to help a fellow bleeding from his stomach? I wasn't about to start worrying about me gloves, now was I? I reached out to give the man a hand. So, the blood got onto the gloves then, after the man had been killed. No, that's not true, sorry.
Unfortunate. That statement of the drivers is over. We'll begin.
And there's more. What? That's not all of it.
There were multiple witnesses. The precise moment in which the brickmaker was fatally stabbed.
Dang, she writing those receipts.
Order. When the killing took place, only the victim and the accused were inside the carriage, and there were witnesses to the crime. There is not just a case of compelling evidence. It's the nail in the coffin for the accused. Thank you, counsel. The circumstances of the crime have been made quite clear. I think we will hear testimony from these witnesses, first of all.
Okay.
Your wish is my command. Oh! Bailiff! Bring the witnesses in at once.
Yeah, he's pretty alright. I mean, I'm not, like...
Oh, Beppo. Oh, Jesus.
My boy Beppo.
Witnesses, your names and occupations.
My... You get to be all the old men.
Everyone calls me Beppo. I drive an omnibus in the East End.
Didn't you want to be fair play again?
Yeah, then you could be this man over here.
Yeah, I can be little lady.
Fair play. I'm a breaker in the city.
My name's First. Lady First. I, make hats for gents. You sound like a little twink.
Let's begin by confronting.
The wine's not out yet, man.
Shit. Let's begin by confirming the facts. 3 days ago, at a short time from 10 o'clock in the evening, all of you presented in the stand, right?
Oh my god. There is a eyelash in my eye.
Aphrobentic incident. Is that correct? Yes, sir. Quite right.
Fairplay's not looking forward because he doesn't want to be gay. Look at him, man.
I know. I'm like, just look at me. Look.
Yes, sir. That's right, sir.
I liked Lady First.
He's cute.
You're coming.
Very well then. Let's proceed to your formal testimonies, please. Each of you will tell the court precisely what you saw. Oh boy. Freaking Beppo, I swear to God.
Beppo's like dying.
It was the last bus of the evening, so I had few customers. I remember it well. The victim and the man accused of killing him were sat next to each other inside the bus. Then out of the blue, the accused just reached over and plunged a knife right into his guts.
That's right. He stabbed him. I screamed. I did. Couldn't help it.
As soon as I heard the scream, I stopped my bus and then I shot too. Got his whip out. Hold up.
Yeah, who are you trying to whip? Oi, governor.
Ambiguous testimony, I must say. Exactly, my lord. These men witnessed the incident in the omnibus with their own eyes.
I'd like to ask a question, if I may.
Yes, counsel?
Well, this testimony makes absolutely no sense to me whatsoever. Motherfucker says, why not? What do you mean, why not?
Why not?
Well, the incident took place inside a moving carriage, didn't it?
as has been clearly stated from the outset, yes.
Well, in that case, how could those two witnesses possibly have seen what happened? There's no way they could have seen the inside of the moving carriage. No, please. No, please. I'm not cringe. I'm not owned. I'm not owned.
He's cringe face free.
How quaint. Aw, how cute. He doesn't know what an omnibus is.
I've read in that civilization in the United States was a good century behind our own.
Definitely has no
You're
experience.
loving yourself. Are you really so ignorant about omnibuses?
I just got here today. Okay?
Bitch, did you hear me? I just got here.
I literally just got here. I haven't been here an hour. Alright? Huh? We're not friends, bro.
My Lily's friend. Have you even traveled in an omnibus?
Well, no. We, only arrived in London this morning.
No matter. I've arranged for us all to see for ourselves the actual scene of the crime, that is.
What do you mean? The actual scene? How?
The carriage is designed to be moved, after all. Presumably you understand that much.
Yes.
The omnibus in which this bloody crime took place is here today, in this very building.
Here. What? The entire carriage?
Bailiff,
Bailey, get your ass over here.
bring forth the stricken omnibus.
He's like real comfy in that cloak. He hasn't taken it off yet.
Oh, look at him!
Jesus.
The way he stands up with his arms crossed.
Yeah, I noticed. So, that's an omnibus. The omnibus. I can't believe they could bring something so enormous in here. Great Britain's courtrooms are amazing.
As you can see, the omnibus is pulled by 2 horses and can carry up to 8 passengers. 4 passengers sit inside the enclosed cabin, and another 4 at the top, roofed above. Every Londoner knows the best view of the city's architecture and sights are to be had from the top of an omnibus.
Beppo's.
Point out, I know, to our foreign guests that there is a skylight in the roof, allowing a view of the interior from the seats above.
Oh, skylight. Oh! Oh!
The penny drops at last. I see. These 2 gentlemen were accompanying the rooftop seats on this omnibus when the murder took place. This is how they came to witness the grim incident. Through the skylight.
That makes perfect sense.
Oh, Consul. This is a first. In all my years behind the bench, I've never experienced the crime scene itself being brought into the courtroom.
There's a fly in my room. That's gonna be so distracting when it lands on the TV.
Oh.
Anyway. Oh, that's not me.
Are a number of important things remaining inside the carriage, my lord. I would like to submit the omnibus itself as evidence.
Okay, slut.
This is the prosecution's wish.
Why is Wig out of place, though? What happened?
Whoa!
Wig!
Wig! Very well, I see no reason why not. This omnibus is hereby formally accepted as evidence.
The 8-seater omnibus that was at the scene of the crime?
I can't believe it! The entire crime scene entered as evidence?
Yes. It's possible.
What are you mixing up over there? My lord, that man's mixing up a drink!
Yes, Great Britain is simply extraordinary.
I could help myself a lot by giving the omnibus a thorough examination, seeing as it's here.
Don't worry what I'm doing over here.
He's like... so annoying.
I was like, damn, bitch, stop.
Wait a minute. How did he get the ice in the court? What is he doing?
I'll just continue with proceedings then. Your cross-examination.
Oh, cross-examined it. Huh? Was it the huh?
Pray don't expect this Anthony Stray to understand the intricacy.
This man be making words up.
Intricacy. That word of British courts. Cross-examination rights. I can't read, it's already gotten to me.
Alright, my first cross-examination of British court. I like how he completely ignored that. He said, I don't... Whatever.
I can't read, you're ignoring it.
I'm ignoring him. Focus, Ryunosuke, focus. Let's get this done. Anyway.
Ooh.
Okay, so are we... So are we crossing... Are we pressing, or are we gonna look at the omnibus? Like, what are we doing now?
We should probably look at the omnibus.
Okay,
This is one of the bigger pieces of evidence.
yes. So I'm gonna look at the door, I'm gonna go inside of it, okay?
Inside.
Well, let's open the door and go inside, shall we?
Ugh, the scene of a murder. It's horrible. Oh, it's horrible. Alright, some blood on the seat. That's blood that soaked into the seat. The victim's obviously.
Yes, and that scene will be clearly visible from the rooftop.
Would you really stab somebody in full view of the other passengers like that, I wonder?
Well, it was after dark, and there was a lamp on in here, so perhaps the culprit couldn't see anything outside through the skylight.
Whichever way you look at it, it doesn't seem like it was a planned attack. Okay. Gonna look at the other seat below, where the little handle is.
Okay.
The seat has a handle, it seems. Alright, look at the shit in there. This looks like all sorts of equipment that might be needed to keep the omnibus running.
Feeding tubes, tools to repair wheels, blankets, horseshoes, tools. So it's a storage compartment for the coachman to keep his things, it seems.
It doesn't seem to be any space for passengers to store their luggage, that's for sure.
Well, I don't imagine it would be very convenient for that purpose anyway.
Okay. Let's look at the skylight. It's quite a large skylight, isn't it?
Yes, quite large enough to offer a good view into the cabin from the roof deck.
And there doesn't appear to be a handle or any catch of any description. So I suppose it can't be opened from inside the cabin at least. Okay, I guess that means we are going outside and opening it from there.
Wait, going outside to go look at the top?
Yeah.
Have you seen enough? Let's step back outside then.
Alright, let's go up. How do we go up? There we go. Phoenix Wright Omnibus, haha. Did you look at the top of the omnibus?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Okay, well, Susato is saying something, so...
Oh, well, did you already read your line from Ryunosuke?
What did Ryunosuke say? Oh!
Like,
What did Ryunosuke say?
like, you certainly see inside the carriage through this opening, that's for sure.
What? That's not what I looked
Yes,
at.
there's
That's
a-
not what I looked at.
Are you not looking at the skylight above?
Did you go outside and look at the skylight?
Yeah, I'm outside, I'm looking at the top.
Susato literally is talking about something else. She says, "Oh, you must have a wonderful view of London streets from up here." So people sit all the way up here on...
Did you click on the bench or did you click on the skylight?
I clicked on the bench, okay? So did people
Oh my god, you didn't see,
sit
you went to
all
the
the
top
way...
and clicked the skylight.
I didn't go to the top because I didn't click on the ladder to go up. They went up and then they looked at the bench, okay? So people sit all the way up here on bitter winter nights with the cold air rushing past them, and they have to pay money to do so? Burr, I can't imagine how cold it must feel. That just made me think of something horrible. Can you imagine being dragged around the city in the freezing cold as a punishment? Perhaps that is the real price you pay to stay out late. Listen, okay, hold on. How do I go up top of the omnibus?
Ami, just go look at above it. Turn it. Turn it. What is wrong with you?
You can certainly see inside the carriage through this opening, that's for sure.
Uh-huh.
Yes, and there's a lamp.
Oh wait, I read her line and then you have to do...
Yes, and
There's certainly a lamp in the enclosed cabin. That's where I stopped.
Wait, so the witness...
How did you get up there?
So the witness would have to be seen quite clearly. Did you read that?
No, I said that I stopped at the suit. Okay,
well,
you
press
read it,
X.
okay. Yeah, you read it. It's fine. I said I stopped on the other one.
That's not good for us. Okay.
Okay. How did you say? How do you go up?
There's much else there. Okay, I think we looked at all we needed to see of the omnibus.
Wait, I want to hit the bench real quick. I do. Alright.
Alright, I'm gonna press Beppo now.
Anything else?
I don't think there's anything else to examine yet. So I'm gonna
Okay.
press Beppo. You can see his ass mark on the top, by the way. Alright, I'm pressing
what?
Beppo. You can see his little ass mark where he sat down.
Where he sat down?
Yeah, Beppo?
Oh.
Where he sits, you can see his little booty.
Little booty cheeks?
Yeah. Alright, I am pressing Beppo.
Okay.
Yes, I think it was sometime after 10, wasn't it?
Oh, yes. That's right, sir. Yes. Ever so cold it was, sir. Freezing fact.
And he had 4 passengers on board at the time. Is that correct? This fly is really distracting me. I feel like a monkey trapped in a cage.
Yes, that's right, sir. Not all traveling in the same parts of the bus. Of course, though. No.
Oh lord. One old man after another.
No other passengers when the incident took place. No one in the line, for example. You're quite right at that, sir. No other passengers like that. No, none.
So nobody fled the scene of the crime then?
I have to say, the boss insisted on running. He does every evening, but alas, but most of the day. But I do remember sometimes if it's altogether worthwhile. Yes, sorry to say.
What do you mean by that?
Well, what died with what it being so cold and everything, and only me making 20 pence on the run, you see. Yes, I spent that much on the pub on the way home, trying to warm up again.
This man's spent.
He's like dying. Alright, fair play. And you saw them through the skylight in the roof of the carriage.
That's right. When you sit up on the top deck, the window's right there at your feet. There was a lamp inside, so I had a pretty good view. Two of them were wearing hats, and I couldn't exactly make out their faces. But there's not a shred of doubt in my mind that it was Miss McGill.
Miss?
Mr. I said Mr.
How could you be so sure?
Well, how can I put it politely? McGill is a gentleman of rather small stature. I couldn't have mistaken him for anyone else.
Okay.
It was when the vehicle came to a halt to the other people inside the enclosed cabin, where the deceased Mr. Mason, Mr. McGill. There is no room for doubt here.
Ugh, I really wish there was. He plunged it right into his guts.
He mixed them up.
You actually saw the exact moment it happened?
Didn't I already testify to that? Or, fair dinkum. Hard-working city bankers not considered trustworthy these days.
Oh, no, I didn't mean that. This is no good. I've really got his backup. Perhaps you could just tell us what you saw in a little more detail if that... What did I make this guy sound like? My lord.
No, it was not like that.
I don't remember.
Like, my
I don't remember someone changing it.
it was like sleazy. You know, like, yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Juror number 3, what's the matter? What's the meaning of this?
My mind is made up, my lord. Completely and utterly made up. Made up about what? I don't like the stinking rich. Never have. They're always up to something or other that they shouldn't be. Every one of them. And that little leprechaun of a man is no exception. Well, he can't fool me.
That's a little racist.
Well, yeah, I mean, Gina quite literally said a slur at that point.
I know, but call him a leprechaun.
He did. You shouldn't be calling Irish people leprechauns. There's no point in wasting time listening to any more of this. That's my opinion on the matter anyway. Hold it. That is precisely what I was about to say. I don't remember what he sounded like either. As the full man of the jury, it's my duty to set a good example to my fellow jurors. You know, Ryunosuke, not a good look defending a rich person.
Yikes.
What is happening here?
Let me see. Ah, yes. It seems that how the members of the jury give their verdicts.
With fire?
Apparently, yes. White for innocent and black for guilty. As the 6 members of the jury make up their minds about the case, one by one, they each cast a ball of fire into the great scales of justice. And as we just saw a moment ago,
so if those enormous scales fall completely to the black side, does that mean I see an opportune time to kill this fly? So that's why I stopped reading. Just gotta eat the lettuce. Just straight up. Eat the lettuce. Okay. That's my grand master plan. I have trapped the fly in a cup, and I'll deal with it later.
It could just die there, honestly.
It might.
Let's do our very best to make sure that doesn't happen.
Now I'm even more worried than I was before.
Very well. Court acknowledges the change in the jury's death.
Excuse me.
Counsel for the defense, please continue with your cross-examination.
Aww.
Oh, this is a nightmare. You stabbed him, you say, and you were sitting up on the roof deck, were you? Yes, that's right, sir. I was up on the roof seats. I remember seeing the little jet sitting next to the fellow that was stabbed. I'd been thinking about a new hat design, you see, so I was just gazing absent-mindedly around. But then I happened to look down through the skylight. It was sticking right out from his belly. The huge great knife!
A grim sight indeed.
Ah! That didn't help me at all! The jury looked like they're even more convinced my client did it than they ever were. Is there a dog in here? What's with the awugas? What's with the woofers? What's going on?
That happens to have me. That appears to have made everyone even more dubious to Mr. McGill is telling the truth. If only we had some evidence to counter their suspicions.
Mr. First!
Oh, yes, Daddy?
Oh. Now you need to calm down with all that. Let me say what I was going to say. Anyways, is this the knife you saw?
Oh, good grief. Yes, that's it. The very one, sir. Is that?
Yes, counsel. This is the blade that was driven into the victim's belly like a stake through the heart.
Say belly like a 3-year-old child.
This is a blade of considerable size, counsel.
Yeah.
It is. And furthermore, the scabbard is
He's thinking.
The scabbard is
Emblazoned.
The scabbard is emblazoned.
Is he falling asleep? What's going on? Are you sleepy, Lord Van Zeke?
Prominently, with a certain initial, the letter M, which seems oddly familiar.
M stands for Ramussi. Please, no.
Actually, I prefer Escargot.
Oh?
What happened? M is from Magnus, perhaps, or McGill, possibly. Take your pick.
This
I'm
man
gonna
needs
make
to
him sound as slow talking as possible. If
To
I
be
can.
fair-
Not too slow, but yeah.
To be fair, it is Kenjiro Suda.
It seems this particular big name in London made a.
Okay, but he needs to be louder. Object this! Oh,
Object
but
these nuts, sir.
there are M's everywhere! Like, yes, like in Mason. Like I said, object this! Mr. Naru, hold on to these
blade
nuts.
is far too extravagant for a poor brickmaker to have owned.
But what if he had a ritual relative
No,
that could have...
this weapon is murder. Almost certainly belongs to the accused.
Gotta make it sound like the Dark Souls man. Oh, Ah! Just like that. Like it hurts. What are you doing over there, Council?
Council, what's happening over there?
Don't worry.
Council!
Sir Naruhodo, you're staining the floor!
Not gonna...
Get that fly off of the screen! It escaped the cup, by the way.
He escaped?
Escaped the cup. I don't know how, because I really got it. Like, it's not even a joke.
What the heck? Is it another fly?
No, it's not. I just looked at the cup. It escaped. What is this? Hold on.
This is Avi's fly adventure on the other end.
This is ridiculous.
I can post in private council. I'm gonna have to give him a... I can't do that other voice for him.
You don't have to.
I know, I like the other voice I can, you know, the regular.
The normal voice.
My lords, if you forgive the interruption.
Juror number 2, go on.
Mr. McGill is a pillar of society and a gentleman, and a gentleman's word should be,
Exactly, right?
However, those of us in service know we must accept hard truths. Dispose of the rubbish.
Wait, what are you about to do?
Oh my bad,
You didn't let me read that. I was about to say
Actually, it went on by itself. It, like, went and played.
No!
I don't wish to accuse offence, but I do like to eradicate all traces of filth and crime.
Hold it! Was I this lady?
Mm-hmm.
I have painstakingly typed every word uttered here today and cross-referenced all the facts. As such, I am now in a position to draw the only logical conclusion. It's pretty,
Oh boy. That's
not again.
That's 4 out of 6 jury members who've proposed a guilty verdict. There's only 2 left.
We've had it. Every time I press these witnesses for more information, I just make the situation worse.
Nevertheless, what we need more than anything in this moment is more information. We're still very much in the dark.
I suppose I'll just have to keep pressing the witnesses, knowing that more sparks may well fly. Yeah, tell me about it, Rinosuke.
You mustn't give up hope that we'll uncover something that will give us a way to fight back.
But... Alright, I'll keep trying. I can't give up. I just need to keep calm and listen to the witnesses' statements again. Beepo!
Nasa people!
People!
What exactly did you see?
Oh, well, sir, it would be the passenger, sir. Yes, collapsed on the floor he was.
And by the passenger, obviously, you are referring to the victim, Mr. Mason, the brickmaker.
We all know he's a brickmaker, man.
And the other passenger had that knife in his hand, like this.
By the other passenger, obviously, you are referring to the accused, Mr. Magnus McGill did.
And then the plunged it deep like this, stabbing the other person in the belly.
What? You always gotta look to the left when they zoom out, you know?
My lord, I wish to speak.
Yes, juror number 5? Do I take it that you, too?
As the master of the London Guild of Coachmen, the idea of a murder being committed One of the city's charges early apparent to me.
Abhorrent.
Abhorrent. It wouldn't be right to make a decision before hearing all the facts, though, I said to myself. Oh.
Nani?
But I've heard enough now. The horse has booked it, as they would say.
No, no! Please, just keep it over my little lock!
Gee up now, Silver Blaze! The finish is in sight. Uh-oh.
Damn. Old granny.
Beppo is a long-standing member of the guild, and I trust what the man says. Oh, thank you, sir. You're too kind, sir.
This is too unkind, sir.
Which now means that 5 jurors agreed to condemn this man.
So, Granny, listen. Come on, you know. Don't manipulate her.
Madam Juror number 6.
Yes, dear, what can I do for you?
You have heard the testimonies of the witnesses stand.
Oh, yes, I certainly have. Still got my hearing, you know.
Then, pray tell, why have you yet to pronounce your leading?
I just think we've become such a close family, you know?
Well, dear, the thing is, I'm a creature of habit, me. I always go to the park at around this time of day and sit on a nice bench and get on with my knitting.
He's like, okay.
There's a lovely little park just near where I live, Gilded Park it's called. The gentleman donated it to the city, you know. I had a smile on Londoners' faces, he said. I can't imagine such a fine young gentleman would have it in him to take another man's life.
He's always doing wonderful things for the city.
They're surprised. That's right, a man like that wouldn't stab someone good, surely.
Mother, may we be going?
I can't even read it. I'm done. Alright.
Mother, may we go to McGilder's public library? They tear borrow some more books.
Why are you yelling? Why is this guy yelling? Why is he upset?
How many Londoners live with their heads in the clouds? Do you people not know? What kind of a man Magnus McGilder really is? Ooh?
Wait a minute, where'd those organs come from? What kind of a man is he? Huh?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious, this theme is so bad.
What's with that noise, Vicky?
His theme is so...
Okay, but like, is he gonna say something or is he gonna stand there? Yo, the judge wants to go before 3. You're just standing there?
Oh, my bad. Hold up. Sorry, I was jamming out.
This man said my bad. My bad. I'm sorry. Philanthropist, I believe. That's what Tony Stark is.
Philanthropist. There we go.
That's what Tony Stark is. He said, I'm a philanthropist or some shit like that.
He claims to value so highly. But where did all the wealth come from?
Rich man calls another rich man rich.
Shylock, sir. And one with the very darkest of souls.
I love that game. What?
Dark souls.
Stone the crows.
McGilded lends money at extraordinary rates of interest, so his victims have no hope of repaying him. When they default, he takes possession of everything they own. He is a vulture that preys on the weak.
I've never heard any mention of that before.
Your faculties haven't alerted you, I'm sure, madam. So has this thought not crossed your mind? Would a man wealthy enough to buy London in its entirety not have a carriage of his own?
This is bold words for some dude that walks in a poor people restaurant. It's like, the food there's not bad. Like,
what possible reason could this man have had to make use of a public omnibus service? Uh-oh.
You're not saying that...
The victim, a poor brickmaker, had next to nothing to his name, save considerable financial liability. It would come to no surprise that his creditor was the accused, Magnus McGilded. But let it also be known that the very day Mr. Mason was killed was the final repayment date for his debts. Good gracious!
Yes.
The brickmaker was
Destitute.
destitute. He had lost his home. He had not a shilling with which to repay his debts. I can't speak. I'm dying.
Why?
And in the end, this pitiful soul had the very last thing he owed taking from him, his life. By the philanthropist. Here we go. By the merciless philanthropist pretender Magnus McGilded.
I'm not gonna lie. Honestly, he's pretty fucking hot. That's all I have to say.
This right now in the court.
I'm just gonna get it done right now. You know, Barak Van Ziek's a pretty attractive man. I'm not gonna lie. I don't believe it.
Hold on.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I may add something briefly.
Mr. Sato.
You claim that the victim had been lent money by Mr. McGilded. But where's the evidence to support your claim?
Oh, he got it out!
Oh, I should have waited. Hold on.
He said, girl, hold on. You said some real shit. I need to drink some wine. Damn, Susato? That was some real shit you said right there.
Pray, forgive the discourtesy of filling my hallowed chalice in the court of law. There it is! Lord Van Ziek's hallowed chalice!
How can this be considered acceptable? Like I said, and I'm gonna say it again, alright? Is it pretty fucking hot?
I had heard ladies from the Far East could show great courage, but didn't expect to experience it myself.
Whoa, hallowed chalice be upon ye.
Whoa, hallowed chalice be upon ye.
He just throws it at her. Barak Van Ziek throws wine at my face, but I swallowed it all perfectly.
As a judicial assistant of the defense, I am simply doing my job.
Ryunosuke not defending
What
her.
a pity that your display of courage is in vain. This is the debtor's ledger, which details all monies loaned by the accused. You will find the victim's name clearly recorded inside.
Oh,
He, you know what? I'm not gonna say
Allow
it.
me to present this ledger as evidence.
Not when I'm being recorded. I can't say stuff like that.
Yes, you can. Say it right now. Say it out loud. Do it. Say it.
I like the
Say
way
it.
he moves the wine glass. I think he's pretty good with his hands. Alright, there I said it. Anyway, continue. Go ahead. Go ahead and read the line, alright?
And pray forgive the discourtesy of raising my chalice in toast of the enigmatic.
Enigmatic.
Yes.
Chromatic.
At the same time.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Office toast council. I will gladly accept this new evidence. Is he gonna cry? What's wrong with him?
I can't believe- Listen, he pulled the Hollow Chalice out. He's been waiting. He's like, I'm so happy. I have been wanting to see this alcoholic drink in public for 5 years. And he's finally doing it again. Like that, you know?
Ah, yes. 20 guineas. The victim owed a considerable sum. And the accused made quite certainly he had ample recompense. Ooh.
Well, it would seem I've had the wool pulled over my eyes.
Uh-oh.
Making Granny angry. Hello?
Regrettably, madam, this is the Mobus. Modus operandi of the. Why do I have large words all of a sudden?
He just makes words up. To be honest.
I had such a pretty little part too. What a scoundrel! Fuck him! Still, maybe it's all for the best.
Oh, wait a minute. Let's think about this a little more.
I don't stand for nonsense.
Oh my god, Granny went off.
She's proud. Oh my.
Isn't this where we have to do the summonation examination?
Yeah. And I
Which
think
was,
after
like,
that,
the
he
first-
takes his cloak off, which I'm excited for. And that was it. The last juror's decision.
Oh my god. Oh my goodness gracious.
OMG.
Susato's not happy about this. Uh-oh.
I can't believe
Hold
that.
on, gotta get my notes. Gotta get my receipts. Hold up.
I can't believe that, like, Van Zeke said that to her and Renosuke didn't even think of defending her. He didn't even look at her. He was just staring forward. It's so rude.
According to the Encyclopedia of British Law, when all members of the jury have concluded with the defendant is guilty, court proceedings are suspended and the presiding judge will deliver the final verdict and sentence. That's what it says here.
Huh. The final verdict? It's over then.
Oh! There's a footnote, though.
Footnut?
However, the...
All 6 members of the jury are now in agreement in
Oh,
this case.
God.
Bitch. Peach. Allow me to convey my respect for your swift and righteous... No, yeah, right... right... Is it? No.
It is righteous. It
Doesn't
is.
look right. I don't know. Decision. For some reason, my brain. I'm starting to die, actually, right now.
We can stop when we get to the summation examination.
Yeah. According to the laws of this country, I will now conclude the trial by delivering my final verdict. I trust there are no objections.
Oh man!
I just now see. I'm looking. Ryunosuke only has 2 buttons, and on Cosmo's uniform it's 3. And I never noticed that until I looked at the little piggy banks, and I'm like, wait a minute.
Interesting.
I didn't
I mean, his
know.
uniform's different too on the back, so yeah.
It is, yeah. It is different on the back. He's got the little like the noose, little knot
Yeah.
on the back, and then like Cosmo has like the star. It's like a little star kind of thing.
I wonder if Kazunori was like, it just looks cool, and like he didn't. That was it. Like, he didn't want to give it any lore.
Mhm.
Mrs. Sato, just tell me one thing.
Oh, yes?
You were in the middle of saying something before. A footnote in your Encyclopedia of British Law. However, the defense... What did it say next?
Oh, yes, of course. One moment. When all members of the jury have concluded with the defendant is guilty, our proceedings are suspended and the presiding judge will deliver the final verdict and sentence. Then the footnote says, however, the defense has the right to demand a summation examination of the jurors at this point.
Lift yourself up, King.
Summation examination? Why are you listening in on my conversation?
A summation examination.
Stopping it right here.
From which century has the tome you have there been resurrected?
This man said tome.
Judging from the binding, I would say the book is at least 50 years old. Any modern text on British law wouldn't even give such an
Antiquated, I think.
Yeah, antiquated procedure. A mention.
Oh.
It's a relic, long forgotten and certainly no longer practiced. So you're out of luck.
Oh,
Does anybody... I'm not gonna say this in stream, hold on.
If it's the question I think you're asking, yes. What even is it, Miss Susato? This so-called summation examination?
oh, one moment, and I'll read about it.
You would demand the right to a procedure before you even understand what it entails? Typical Nipponese.
Oh my god.
Alright, I'm just gonna ignore him. Anyways, alright, Mr. Naruhodo, I think I understand. It seems that under this procedure, you will be able to appeal to the members of the jury.
To do what exactly?
Appeal to them to change their learning and reverse their decisions. And it says here that if successful, the proceedings of the trial must be resumed.
Make them reverse their decisions.
Yes, in times gone by, barristers have used a summation examination to attempt to influence the jury's decision. But that procedure became something of a formality that no practical benefit really. So it rather fell out of use.
I wonder why.
I wonder if...
Because it was devoid of purpose.
Why don't you purpose these?
Changing just one member of a jury's mind would be hard enough, let alone several. No self-respecting defense barrister would even assert high right to try in this day and age.
What do you think is Brock's cup size?
Still,
Damn, ignored. Blasted.
You said this while I was like, what? Anyways,
Okay, but like...
see?
See? Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't see any mention of the procedure actually being formally revoked.
What are you suggesting?
Oh, I'm suggesting.
I'm suggesting that although it may be antiquated and largely forgotten, it isn't yet extinct.
Got him.
He said,
What do you think, Mr. Naruhodo?
I don't.
I don't think, actually.
A summation examination, our last possible option. Do you assert our right to carry it out or admit defeat?
Forget it.
Forget about it. We don't need to do that. Anyways, I'm asserting. The defense wishes to assert its right to summation examination, my lord. What are you objecting to?
London is the capital city of the most powerful nation on Earth. We have a duty to the world to exemplify the very highest standards of judicial procedure. Summation examinations are an embarrassment that should remain buried.
You know what else is buried? But if it's our right, it's our right. I believe I could prove vital in this trial.
The defense's position is perfectly valid. The court will proceed with the summation examination. This is madness. Foreman, are you and the...
Oh, God.
Are you and the remainder of the jury ready?
Well, I'm not, There was no mention of this in the letter I received, you see, so...
All members of the jury will be asked to explain on what grounds they have reached their decision.
On what grounds?
You must all justify your decisions to explain why you believe the defendant to be guilty.
Oh, my lord, I'm not supposed to do this. That's it. That's all he has to say.
This is most irregular. No mention was made of this before.
I don't really hold with all this justifying luck. That seems to have thrown the jurors off.
It seems none of them have experienced this before.
Alright then. The summation examination. Defense procedure no practicing lawyer has attempted for years, is it? Well, just maybe. It might be the opportunity we've been looking for to turn this trial around.
So be it, Lynn. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury hereby calls upon you to state the grounds of which you find the defendant Magnus McGilded guilty of most serious crime.
I think Magnus McGilded did it because he's Irish, and honestly you cannot trust Irish people these days.
This music be bopping. Hold up.
You're right.
I just want to hear the music.
There was no one else inside the carriage at the time, so it must have been him.
Yeah, well, anyways, I'm gonna save and go back to the title. In my empty save file, number 13, of course.
Bum, 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 bum. I had to save under, like, the Speckle Band one that we saved. That one,
Oh, for real? I didn't save under that one. I kept it open.
I have, like, all my save files are full. All the way to 20.
What? Sorry, I'm busy.
Okay.
Okay, can you say that again? Sorry. I didn't know you were gonna say something important. Oops.